Programming skills using C lecture number 17, trace of a matrix. In this lecture, we will input numbers into a 3 cross 3 matrix and later n cross n square matrix and find the trace of a square matrix. The question now is, what is the trace of a square matrix? It is nothing but the sum of diagonal elements. As you see here, I've marked here yellow, 4, 10 and 6. These are the elements of principal diagonal. A11, A22, A33. So these are the elements. We have to find the sum of those elements. Now as you see, therefore trace is equal to A11 plus A22 plus A33. If it is a n cross n matrix, you have to go up to n. So therefore it is going to be, as I show here, in C program or in our pseudocode, A11 plus A22 plus A3 going up to ANN. But we cannot go on writing like this. We do not know the number, how many rows are there, how many columns are there. Therefore, we need to have an algorithm to formula to find the trace of a given square matrix. That is, we start with 4, add it to the previous sum. We take the next element 10 A22 and add it to the previous sum. We take the third element A33 and add it to the previous sum and go on like this till we come to the end. If it is an n cross n matrix, then we have to do it n times. So the question is therefore, how are we going to do that? What is the algorithm to do that? So let us pause for a moment and maybe write a flow chart to do this. It's very simple. Of course, I have not shown you the whole flow chart. First, we have to get the value for n. How many rows and columns are there? Say it's square matrix. Therefore, I have to get the value only for n. Then input some numbers into that matrix. And then we come here. Then you say sum is equal to 0. Initialize sum equal to 0. We don't need to have two of these looping structures as we have in inputting numbers. So only we need to have one for I value 1 to n and step 1. Therefore, the formula is sum plus sum equal plus what is the question? That you have to think now. You have to get the formula for the finding out the sum of the elements of the principal diagonal. Sum equal to sum plus one formula, A something. That is nothing but AII. When I is equal to 1, it becomes 1, 1. When I is equal to 2, it becomes 2, 2. When I is equal to 3, it becomes 3, 3, etc. So this way we find the sum of the principal diagonal. We come out of the loop and print the sum of the principal diagonal. So this is the algorithm to do that. So let us see the program. As you see here, we are declaring a square matrix of 10 cross 10. Therefore, you can go up to 10 rows and columns. And then we get the value for n. We input numbers into this matrix. So ampersand Aij for I is equal to 1 to n, for j is equal to 1 to n. Then we print the content of the matrix and then we come. So sum diag is equal to 0, then sum diag is equal to sum diag plus Aii. And we come out of the thing and then we note down the sum of or the trace of this matrix. So here we have got, for example, I'm showing you the program here. Here we are. So we are inputting values into 3 cross 3 matrix. I have entered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I have printed the matrix. And here we get the trace of the square matrix. As you see, 9 plus 1 is equal to 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. Therefore, the trace of this square matrix is 15. So this is how you have to do your C program. With that, we come to the next step. Now, in this is a challenging problem. I would like you to think about it. So this time we want to find the sum of the elements of the principal diagonal and the other diagonal. There are two diagonals are there. We want to find. We have done already diag 1, principal diagonal, A11 plus A22 plus A33. Diag 2 is equal to A13 plus A22 common element and A31. Now, therefore, sum is equal to diag 1 plus diag 2. This has to be done. The question is therefore, what we know the formula for diag 1. This is I. Now, what is the formula for the second diagonal to find the sum of the second diagonal? We have initialized diag A. Look at this formula. It is A1n, this is last third, and A2n minus 1, etc. It comes to n1. Or in the case of 3 cross 3 matrix, it is A13 and A22 and A31. So that has to be done. How are you going to, what is the formula? I would like you to think about it before you go to the next page. So pause and write the complete flow chart and then write the C program, execute that C program. I hope you are trying to think. Invariably, I've seen it's so difficult for students to think and come with a solution. But don't go and look at the next slide till you get the formula. Think it is 1, 2, 3. As you see here, it is for for this, it is 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Here it is 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1. So it is from 1, 2, 3. Therefore, it is I. What is this? This value of n is equal to 3 in this case. So n minus 1, n minus 2. So how are you going to get that is the question. So that is here, I've got it written here. So therefore it becomes AI, this is AII. So AI n minus I plus 1. At the beginning I value is equal to 1. Therefore minus 1 and plus 1 this goes. Therefore it becomes n. When I becomes 2, it becomes minus 1, it becomes 2. And when I becomes 3, it becomes 1. 3 minus 3 plus 1 is equal to minus 2. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So this is how you have to do that. And this is the algorithm for finding out the sum of the principal diagonal and the minor diagonal. And you find the sum of those and print the sum of both the diagonals. Now kindly you write the complete C program.